Welcome into an Oklahoma film review filmed on my old laptop. And with that being said, I just want to say I apologize if it becomes out choppy, if this and that. It's why I can't show much of 2020 tape because the Cincy 2020 tape for what I have is already really choppy just from the tape itself. And then the 2021 Tulsa tape is bright, and you guys will see both of those things as we come throughout this. So this is going to spend more time with when Dillon Gabriel was with Jeff Lebby in 2019 and 2020. It was Heupel, and there's some better stuff used in that. And when we dive completely into Gabriel, and I'm able to show more than just 2 games of tape, we'll go in here pretty quickly, probably within the next week or two, and have a full study on Gabriel's time at UCF. But I went and, credit Adam Lunt. He makes a great point. It was what I was going to do in the first place. But in the essence of Cincinnati and Tulsa, those are the 2 defenses that are very similar to what Dillon Gabriel is going to face in the Big 12. West Virginia, Iowa State, Kansas State, Baylor, Oklahoma State. More than half of the teams he's going to play are going to run defenses that are similar to this. Now, on the Jeff Lebby side of the conversation that we're going to have in this video, this is very Bryles-like. Quick RPOs, one reads, chunking it, the veer and shoot, right? So it makes a lot of sense. He's grown out of that as we've broken down with the Ole Miss stuff. So it's this, what I'm showing in these first 10 minutes or so is not indicative of who Jeff Lebby is down the line. And I want to make that clear because we're going to do more studies on Jeff Lebby and what Oklahoma is truly getting with him as an offensive coordinator. So let's get right into it. The reason why I'm going to show you guys some of this game against Cincinnati, I believe it was one of the toughest opponents they faced in 2019. And so they had to come up with a game plan that was good enough to beat this defense. Anyways, they run RPO stick about 4 times on this drive. There's play 1. Here's play 2. Here's play 3. This is a slant. They rule this a catch, by the way. You guys watch this. Ball. It's on the ground. Call it a catch, which is really weird. They get to the line. There you go. Cincinnati's trying to sub. It's going to keep throwing it out there. See if they change it yet. No, they don't, but they then get Cincinnati to pump on it. They change their coverage. Okay, pump it, and you get a pass interference. There's 15 more yards on the same concept, same idea. Here it is again, trying to get Cincinnati, again, kind of the same look. Try to get Cincinnati to commit a penalty or give up a big play. He gets hit whenever he throws it. And here they go. They start changing it, but this is the same look, right? So this is the RPO version of it. He's staying. He decides to give it, and you get a good run. So it can work. It's successful offense when you get into drives like this if you really need to go score. And just remember, Jeff Lebby, this is in his DNA. So if Oklahoma desperately needs to put a drive together before halftime, I think Jeff Lebby is capable of it. Now, getting into the end zone is a tougher conversation because this offense isn't built on, or this offense or this passing offense isn't necessarily built on, the things that win in the red zone. But they do some things at Ole Miss. Again, this is not indicative of who Jeff Lebby is. And quite frankly, I believe Lebby is going to grow into something different. Every good offensive coordinator does. Here they go. They're filling up the drive. Look at these. I mean, look at this. Look how far out these guys are. This is full Bryles in 2019 Lebby. Here's the screens. So yes, when they say Dillon Gabriel had X amount of yards thrown, this and that, yes. Was he efficient? Yes. Is it the best way to have long-term offensive success? Probably not. But that's why Jeff Lebby has changed. That's why he's different. He went to Ole Miss, was a little bit different there. And I imagine with Bill Bedenbaugh, Kel Gundy, those guys, the analysts and staff that have been around Oklahoma, I would imagine it looks a lot different. Here's just some run game. I really, really like Jeff Lebby's run game, by the way. We're going to talk about it. A lot of T power. Even at Ole Miss. You saw that at Ole Miss. They'd end up not getting this in the end zone. Here is their red zone play. Since he displays cover one, middle high safety, he's taking stuff away. Blitz gets home. Dillon Gabriel gets pummeled. They bring 5. There's a pass interference in the end zone. So this drive doesn't go well. I'm not going to show this drive. There's a fumble. It's all really bad. And then Dillon Gabriel forces a throw here. Not forces it, it's open. He just throws it at his feet. It gets better. This isn't it's not all bad. All right, let's go to this drive. There's T-Power again in the run game with the tackle. As you guys saw that, just want to make sure. There it is. Could be trap, right? So this is what they really run on this drive, and they run this over and over and over again. Same side counter. You see this at UCLA right now. This is really the only place you see this at. But they ran this quite a bit at UCF at least from what I've seen in 2019. There's play 1. Here comes play 2. In a row. Successful. 3rd down play here. They check into it. There it is. Good run there. Here it is again. Play 3 in a row. Pretty good run on 1st down. You get 3 yards. There's another screen play on 2nd down that goes for almost a 1st down. You guys see that's off of T-Power. T-Power. They played pretty good in this game. UCF was a pretty good football team. Like, I don't want that to be mistaken by anything. There's a different run. They're just going to run wham. No H-back this time. Grips it and rips it, baby. Wastes no time. Probably should have been holding. Here you go, back in this formation. Probably going to run counter. There it is. Show it from the backside. This is a really, really good run. Watch this kick out. Watch this guard kick out this end. Pop. Somebody's helmet, something shot up in the air. Someone's mouthpiece. That's Parker Boudreaux. That's the wrestling guy. That's the guy who pulled the RV. It's pretty funny. Here it is again. Again, like I said, they just keep running it. It's like, don't get me wrong, like, this stuff works. See if they do it again. No, they won't this time. It's another RPO. Gets them a first down almost. He's got a big arm. Velocity, strength, arm strength, not a problem at all. There's a true counter this time with a pull. See, Gabriel's pretty athletic. I mean, he can keep stuff in the run game, but and then this is the play I'll finish up with from at least continuous viewing. So they're lined up really wide, right? And usually corners play with inside leverage on slants. Well, this is what the corner's doing. And I guess he trusts his guy to win this. But even if he gets a good cut, the corner is right there. It's going to be a tough play. Corner slips, and it makes it even tough. So if this is an RPO glance, he's got to know that he's playing with inside leverage. And you got to make sure your guy's there. If he doesn't, he slips, you throw a pick. And I show this, and the only reason why I show this play is because this happened in the Boise game this year with some of the video that's going around. Did they fumble this at the end? But there's the throw, there's the pick, and I was going to talk you guys through the rest of this video. Tries to go make a tackle, good for him. They fumble? No, he was down. So I show that just because that did happen this last season early on, and we'll get to that as we study more of Gabriel. Here we are later in this game against Cincinnati, and I just want you guys to see this throw. Nothing much to it. They're in two high safeties. I don't know if he knows that or not, but he looks to the right, comes back to the left, stares this route down the whole time, and delivers a really good ball. Here's an explosive play. Like I said, he's a quarterback that they're going to be in a lot of games because of him. Now, will they win a lot of games because of him? I think that's to be determined. But as you can see, this is a really good football. Got to be careful about this stuff, but just to show his arm talent. So Gabriel here is given a 3 high safety look against Tulsa. This is later on in his freshman season. They're given a 3 high safety look, right? So you're assuming, boom, you're reading this guy. If he stays home, all things good. If he drops back, that tells you something else. If he drops back, that tells you something else. So what Dillon Gabriel is going to assume on this play, that he is taking this dig. So he's going to run a curl, like right in there. He's going to motion in. He's going to run a dig, and they're going to lift this guy up here on a vertical route. So Mills, right? Deep dig, post over the top, real simple. Let's clear this out. Go to the mouse. All right, let's get this thing rolling. So they motion the guy in. So it's a 3 high safety look. So the safety hasn't committed anything yet, but he's assuming he's going to take this dig, which is, again, a fair assumption to make. However, he's staring down this deep throw, and he's already starting to throw. So this corner, or the safety, is taking this dig route. Now, what you'll see happen, especially good safety play, this guy will recognize this right here, this corner. So if he's running a vertical, that's his responsibility back here. Okay, he's going there. All right, flip your hips open and start mirroring this guy, because if he's running down the vertical down the field, that could be a great play too. So you open your hips, you start moving back this direction. He doesn't. Now he's running this dig, so you should have your hips open and already working this way. So you pass him off to him, and you keep climbing, and this ball can get picked off. Right? You guys see that? This is why this play ends up working. So there's the wide receiver, commits. All right, open your hips, start working back towards the middle of the field. He's running a dig. You should be working towards the middle of the field already. The ball's not released yet. Ball's released. He's still not have his hips are open, but he still hasn't committed to running that direction. Now he does. He's late. Gabriel fits it over him. This is a big time throw, by the way. from the 42 to the 5, 8, it's about 53, 54 air yards. Big time throw. Even better pleasing from back here. Hell of a catch. Let's go back and watch that. So, as you guys can see, he assumed a lot there. And if that's backside safety, if you're not getting him to commit on a dig route, if that receiver is not running a good route, if this receiver doesn't run a good sharp route here to get him committed vertically, and then that guy committed over the middle, so he's got to drive this. You see how he rounds that? This receiver needs to plant his foot right there, keep going, get up in here, and then plant and take him away from the play. He doesn't, and this ball should have been picked off. But it's a really good, again, showcasing his arm talent and what Dillon Gabriel is capable of. This is a big third down pickup from Gabriel. So Tulsa and Cincinnati elected to play a lot of cover one man. Try to get this out of the way a little bit. Here's the play. You got this guy here. You got man indicators everywhere. Third down, they're probably bringing a blitz. Trust his guy, ball's out, long throw. You got to be careful about these. But he's got a lot of arm talent. Here it is again. Good throw. You guys can see it from this view. Really, really good. And this is the roller coaster ride you guys are signed up for. This is the very next play against Tulsa. This is in his freshman season, 10th start, whatever it may be. And again, you're getting right now, this is the problem with tempo. I'll mention this a little bit here and later in the video as well. You can't pick up as much information as you need to. So it looks like a 3 high safety look, but this safety creeps in to help in the run game. Okay, so you got 2 high safeties. You're going to run a vertical route. So he's looking at this safety. You got two of them. He's taken off with him already, and he's on top of him. There's just no need to throw this football, and it should have been picked. Here it is from the back view. He just doesn't see it at all. He just lets it rip. This is third down. I don't have a ton of problems with this in the long run, but this is one of the best arm punts I've ever seen. Third down, 3rd and 11. He's got to read coverage. He just doesn't see anything. Safety. Playing cover 3, like you should have known. They gave it away. There's your pick. So, well, you could have done better, right? It's 3rd and 11. There's no windows to throw the football. You can still punt it and get better field position. Just dump this to the back right now. If you dump this to the back, look how much green space. Everybody's covered up. There's no need to force a throw. That's a first down. So there's an arm punt for you. Pretty good one. Could have gotten a first down maybe. Punt a little bit further. Don't get the ball at the 50 instead of the 40. They got to pick up 10 more yards. Maybe. Good, Dillon. Get out of protection. Good, Dillon. Get out of the pocket, not protection. Get out of the pocket. Get it out, throw it away. Just throw it away. You got a chance to win this game. It's just a bad interception. Good, Dillon. There's pressure. Get out of there. There's pressure coming and make a great ball. Right? So it's kind of, you guys are seeing a little bit of it. It's a little bit of a roller coaster against a little bit stouter defenses sometimes. This is at least his freshman season. Here's again. Gets out. There it is. So here's the video from 2020. So Dillon's a sophomore. He's with Josh Heupel, and they've got a lot more passing schemes that I like. And as you guys can see, this video is choppy, and I can clean this up, and I can clean it up if I can get it on my new laptop. So anyways, there's this. You guys can see. And a problem, again, with tempo. They're showing 2 high safeties if you snap the ball now. They're in a blitz package up front. Now they're in a 1 high safety. Man indicator, man indicator. Cover 1 man. Gabriel takes it and makes a great ball. Another long throw that he's capable of making. Watch his eyes here. Boom. Right on that safety. Perfect. Get it over. Exactly what you expected. There's some pressure in your face on a blitz. I don't know what the down and distance is. I need to be better at that. I'm sure we can find it whenever they scroll up. It is 3rd down here. So this is a big 3rd down pickup. Understanding the coverage coming at you. They are running some tempo. Again, tempo is great until you get into the weeds of a game against a good defense that can force you to have to really think to have to beat them. Because you get into 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, it's not good. But you can get away with that if you're aggressive on 3rd down. On the other side of that coin, get into 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 from this range, you can, if you're playing a good defense, you can still try to get into 4th and short. If you want to roll the dice there, do that. But there's some pressure. He recognizes it's man, 3rd down, big pickup. You guys can see it again here. Whenever we have another podcast, I'm going to mention this, that they need to definitely play Wild Thing, or the music that they have, the Wild Thing. They're going to need to play that. Whenever his first drive of the game, first offensive drive of the game, first offensive drive of the second half. It's there. They get exactly what they want. Again, a lot of man indicators, manned up there. And I'm sure they're pattern matching with those 2. And he's running a single high. So you get this safety to move off the snap. There he goes. There's the double move. It's open. Got to hit it. It's got to be hit. Has to happen. There he goes. You guys will see it from this back view. Job well done. You guys are going to hear me say this a lot. There's a problem with tempo. You can't get the full picture of what a defense is running. Sometimes ball is snapped. They snapped it pretty quick. See how the linemen are still getting lined up. Snap it pretty fast. Single high. There's safety here. Could be running cover 3. Back there. Him running underneath. Sliding underneath. So this is 19 seconds left in the first half of this game. Got plenty of time. 2nd down. I guess go ahead and take a shot to your guy. Do whatever. But what they're showing you, they've got a single high safety here. Their linebackers are really wide. The middle of the field's wide open. And you know that. Yeah, and these digs aren't good. They may run into each other, but there it is. I mean, they're both take either or instead of taking that deep shot. Then you get closer to the end zone. You get better chance to score. You can spike it. Maybe get a chance to get in the end zone. Just understand that kind of stuff. Boom, dig inside. Even though he trips, it still would have been there for an easy 1st down, maybe at the 10, 1st and 10 from the 10. You spike it. Again, better chance to put it in the end zone while you have the ball in your hands, opposed to kicking a field goal. Here we are in the second half of this game. As you guys can see, it's kind of a similar look, but it's kind of not. You see how these linebackers are spread apart. These safeties or these DBs are more lined up. Man indicator there, manned up there. There's a lot to process ahead of the snap. He knows it's cover 1. They run another dig, run a concept that gets him into a dig. Perfect. touchdown, UCF. In 2020, against a good Cincinnati team, they took them to the brink. This is hard to do sometimes. Celebrate these little things, especially when they do it right. So he comes back later in the game, kind of run a similar concept. They get him with it. Perfect. Right on time. Perfect. All righty. As you guys can see, the lighting is not good. I showed this video yesterday. I want to end with some positive vibes. So this is the Tulsa game. UCF actually has a lot of success. We're going to break it down. I think there is a little bit of not misinformation, but misguided information being said, maybe a little bit. Now, again, Gabriel's good. Can he be great? Yes. Is he what we've seen? No. But again, there's your inside leverage with this receiver. He knows it. They're just going to run him on a vertical, and he just throws it over because that's what he's capable of. And from an air yards perspective, ball is released from the 8, it looks like. And it's caught at the 38 on the other side. So from the 8, 42. So it's around 60 plus air yards on this ball. Pretty incredible. Completely flipped the field on one play. And it's really good from this view. So this is what he's capable of. I kind of walked you through some of my concerns, as you guys have seen. We haven't seen a ton of 2020 tape. I have that. We are going to show it. But I think showing that maturity and seeing if it has changed since he was a freshman is going to be very important. Maybe we're getting maybe we see a more revitalized Jeff Lebby, more innovative Jeff Lebby. Maybe we see a more complete Dillon Gabriel. Maybe we see a more consistent, takes care of the football better. Maybe we see those things. But it's important as we introduce you to Dillon Gabriel and Jeff Lebby as we all grow together, that what he's capable of doing. You guys have seen some processing mistakes. Some of them have been fixed as a sophomore, as we've seen. As well, I want to note that the Tulsa game, this game's early in the year. I don't think the game plan was that good against Tulsa, but their game plan against Cincinnati was. That was later on in the season. We'll dive more into that later. So here's Dillon Gabriel for Through the Keyhole for Matt Burton, for Peyton Guthrie, for Brady, for all you patrons that enjoy this stuff. Thank you guys for watching.